Okay, I think we're going to begin. The Most of the people who are to do the updates are here, so I think we can begin. I want to thank you all for joining us again. This is unbelievably, we're in the month of May already. The year seems to be running away from us. But a lot continues to happen. Our work is as engaging as it was when we had a flood of arrivals where we continue to see arrivals, we continue to provide services to them in 2021 and 2022. We see an increase in activities and programs being accessed by our new arrivals in the community. We continue to hope and advocate for an extension of the temporary protective status for the Afghans. And I know for quite a while, we have been hoping for congressional action on that, but apparently it looks like the advocacy efforts of the resettlement community is now being pushing the Biden administration to have an extension of the temporary protective status, because as we're coming up to the month of June, July, and August, it even becomes more concerning what happens to those Afghans who arrived early in the process. Because it's going to be 2 years since they arrived. So that's where we've joined the resettlement community in that advocacy process, and we hope to hear soon from the Biden administration about that extension. Continues to be developments with reference to temporary protective status from countries in Latin America that we're monitoring. We'll talk briefly about that today as we talk about private sponsorship. On our agenda today, we're going to give you all an update on resettlement. We'll touch on welcome call. As we look to the launch of the Multicultural Center, we're going to just share some information about that. We would talk about an upcoming seminar that we hope that our audiences can be part of. World Refugee Day is coming up, so we're going to touch on that as well. And then our conventional events coming up, community shoutouts and opportunities. But I also want to use this opportunity to thank everyone who has supported the International Institute on this day, which is giving Give STL Day. I looked at our numbers. We just crossed the 7,000 mark, and our goal to reach 20,000. So, if there's anybody who's thinking about us and wants to support us, please do so. Our next power hour is going to be between 3 and 4 p.m. And at some point, we'll be the Community Foundation will be streaming live that engagement, which we have with them between 3 and 4 p.m. At this point, I'm going to go on to item 2 on our agenda, which is resettlement update, and I'll turn this over to Arian.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Wednesday. We continue to have a busy arrival period. We've had many arrivals coming. So far for May, we have 18 cases or 45 individuals that are scheduled. They're from Burundi, the DRC, Tanzania, Myanmar, Iraq, El Salvador, and Afghanistan. I want you to know that for the fiscal year 2023, we are projected, or it was expected that we would receive 500 refugees. So October through April, we're almost at our halfway point at 258 for the fiscal year, which means that we have 252 more arrivals to arrive May, June, July, August, and September. So it'll most probably be a busy summer for us with arrivals. And we look forward to that. We are working on our fiscal year 2024 arrivals projection. And right now we are proposing for the International Institute to sponsor 875 arrivals from all over the world, Afghanistan, Congo, Myanmar, a variety of other countries. Whether or not that gets approved, I will keep you informed. It's very likely that it'll most probably be reduced, but that's what we're proposing for the St. Louis area for refugee resettlement through the International Institute. Next slide. So in April, in addition to receiving and welcoming newly arrived refugees that are sponsored by the Institute, we also have individuals who walk into the Institute for services. In April, we had 5 individual Afghan APAs who came to the Institute. And typically they were resettled elsewhere in the country, and perhaps through word of mouth. Well, through word of mouth, they've heard that St. Louis is a great place to come. So they've come to St. Louis and have engaged in services. We also had another Afghan refugee, not an APA, who left New Jersey and came to St. Louis. 6 Ukrainian cases, or 7 Ukrainians, also came to the Institute in April for services. We had 4 Haitians come to the Institute for services, and then 2 immigrants, 1 Polish and 1 Afghan immigrant, who reached out to the Institute for services. The majority of all of these clients are receiving employment services. Some of them are enrolled in our match grant program, and some of them are enrolled in social services employment. The 2 immigrants, because they live in the county, are actually enrolled in our what we call WIOA, or our Workforce Initiative employment program. That's all that I have. If you have questions, just put them in the chat and I will respond.
Thank you very much, Ariel, for that update. We will come back to those questions as they are put in the chat, or we will open up for question and answers at the end of the presentations. At this point, I'm going to call on Blake to an update on private sponsorship.
Good afternoon, everyone. Just wanted to quickly provide an update on private sponsorship. We do have a little bit of news surrounding Welcome Corps. We have been notified that Welcome Corps is really beginning matches for the phase 1 of the program, which is for individuals willing to sponsor anybody in the pipeline, individuals or groups, I should say. But phase 2 has now been delayed, and phase 2 is the phase where groups can select specific folks in the pipeline or not in the pipeline to be resettled as refugees. That phase has been delayed now till fall or winter of this year. Initially, they had hoped to launch that phase in early summer, but there's been a little bit of slow going with the program. And so now they're anticipating that date. And the reason why we want to share that out is that date, when that phase 2 drops, we know that that's going to be a very important part of this process for immigrants and refugees here who have family members abroad who they would hope to be reunifying with, maybe through this program. And so, once we have more information about the exact date of the launch of phase 2, of course, we'll be providing that. The International Institute submitted its application to become a private sponsor organization. That application was submitted on the 17th of April. We were told it would be about 1 month before any notification around that would be provided. So we can expect maybe another week before we hear about the status of that application. Upon the completion of that and the approval as a PSO, the International Institute is going to be reaching out to many organizations to provide more information about private sponsorship, whether that's through Welcome Corps or any of the other means, such as being a sponsor for Ukrainian or Cuban, Haitian, Nicaraguan, or Venezuelan. But we're asking that everybody who is interested complete the form that Carlos has once again shared in the chat that I have linked here, which you all will have access to after this presentation. This form at the top has links to the various federal programs, but we're asking anybody who wants to stay connected to learn more about these programs, fill out the form so that we can invite you to a presentation to really get into the details of this once we do have that approval as being a PSO. To date, I think we've had maybe 10 or 15 groups sign up for that, and we're very excited by that, but we want to make sure that everybody who has an interest is getting connected through this form. Thank you very much. With that, I'll go ahead and pass it along.
And thank you very much, Blake, for that update. Yeah, we really encourage people to start signing up. So as we gear up for what is to come, it's promises, it looks like a new phase in our resettlement work, and we want to build that community so when the time comes, we can capitalize on that. At this time, we're going to move on to just talk on the Multicultural Center. This is a new program that is coming up, and I'd like to invite Barbara, the director of the Multicultural Center, to lead this portion of the presentation. I cannot see Barbara. Barbara, if you're on. All right. I don't see Barbara, so I'm just going to go with it, except that there's somebody else who wants to talk about that. Is Diana here? Okay. So the Multicultural Center is actually going to be launched on Wednesday, May 31st, where we would begin our membership drive effectively. But as in a prelude to its launch, we're organizing on Thursday, May 23rd, a seminar with the title Navigate Fear of the Anti-War Movement, which is a conversation that has been going on across the country. And I think we as a community have to be empowered about how we address this uncertainty with this conversation around work. And we're bringing in an expert, and we're encouraging professionals to join this conversation. I think there'll be a lot to take home after participation in this. And so we're really looking forward to having as many organizations sign up. There is a fee to it. It's $125. We know that the value is largely more than that, but we're using this as an opportunity to give people a showcase or a window into the kind of work that we hope we'll be doing with the Multicultural Center in this community. For any questions, follow up. Barbara Gunletti's email is below. Please reach out if you have any questions, or if there are any questions with reference to this, please drop it in the chat, or we can provide answers to that. Carlos has also put the sign up link in the chat here, so anybody interested in sharing that link can also do so. We will be sending out this presentation to you all, so you will have you could also share that on your socials and in your networks. Any questions with that? Seeing or hearing none, let's go on to World Refugee Day. And I want to make sure Liam is here. Liam, please go ahead.
Thank you, Ari. So we have a really exciting program that we're tailoring for World Refugee Day. So that is on the 20th of June, but the event we're going to hold on June 17th, which is a Saturday. So we're partnering with City Foundry and the Alamo Draft House. So we're going to be expanding our audiences and kind of capitalizing on both of our combined audiences for this day to get the word out even more so. So it's going to feature a full daytime and evening program, kicking off at around 10 o'clock in the morning and ending around 9:30 p.m. So for the daytime, what you can look forward to is a full marketplace. We're looking to get at least 50 different market vendors. We'll have entertainment. We're going to be featuring awards, so uplifting some refugees and immigrants within our community and providing them with some awards and programming, as well as showcasing the Multicultural Center and then the Festival of Nations. So this entire day is, of course, to celebrate the World Refugee Day, but we're also going to utilize it to kind of do it like a soft campaign launch for the Festival of Nations in August. In the evening, we're partnering with Alamo Drafthouse, like I said, and what we're going to be doing is showcasing a refugee-themed film or documentary. We have a short list right now that we're working through. So once that's been decided, we'll get all those invitations out, but there'll be a viewing party, a Q&A afterwards throughout the film and beforehand. There'll be some like engagement opportunities for the audience. And then because the St. Louis soccer team is playing away that evening, we're also going to be doing a viewing party also at the Alamo Drafthouse. So having a viewing party for the soccer game. So lots of different types of audiences coming together for one really special occasion. We're going to be sending out the save the dates next week. And yeah, we'll have full programming to share with you. So really encourage everyone to come and enjoy this day with us on the 17th. Bring your friends, family, coworkers. If you could just help spread the word, that would be really helpful for us. And that's it. Oh, Ari, you're on mute.
Yeah, thank you very much, Lee. And that's very exciting program. We're really looking forward to that and building that partnership with City Foundry and growing those audiences and helping connect the St. Louis community to understanding the need for our work. You know, this World Refugee Day will be taking place at a time when we have the highest number of refugees in the world, exceeding over 100. If refugees could form a country in the world, it's going to be amongst one of the largest countries in the world. So that's a growing concern. We're also watching and seeing what's happening now in Sudan and the number of people that are being displaced, having to flee the ongoing conflict, and it's disheartening, but there is need for countries to step up and provide support for people in need. And I hope that that's what we're going to accomplish with the engagement of the audiences on World Refugee Day. We are also on World Refugee Day itself. The International Institute is actually going to be hosting an oath-taking ceremony for 50 new Americans, and that's also very special for us. And we're looking forward to sharing how that is going to unfold here as well. We're going to go on to the next item on our agenda. And I'm looking here just to make sure. Is Kelly here?
I'm here.
Okay. Kelly, I'm going to turn this over to you at this point.
Great. Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Wednesday. I think it's my most favorite temperature outside. I just zoomed back from a dentist appointment, so I am all smiles. We have a lot going on. May, as for many of you, becomes like I'm calling it May madness. I love May because so many things are happening. So in the next couple of slides, we'll talk about the upcoming events, and of course, we'll get to my favorite part of the shout outs. So this Friday, 2 days away, yes, the team is going to work on continuing our International Institute Bazaar. And for those of you who do not know, we've been doing this bazaar since February. February 17th was our first day. We are taking the bazaar outside and it's open to the public. So this is going to be this Friday in our courtyard. We are going to have 2 food vendors, 3 gift vendors, and a few community partner vendors as well. Plus, we're excited to announce our cooperation with Operation Food Search. We will be having the Metro Market on our campus that day from 2 to 4. That is where you can purchase vegetables and other foods for very nice prices. They also, Operation Food Search will also be hosting their summer meals program. So any child between the ages of 0 and 18 are allowed to have access to a meal on site. And we are partnering with Little Angels Foundation as well to make this day a huge success. So it's going to be the first of many. We are running this bazaar until December. So every 2 weeks from May 12th till December 1st, we will have a bazaar on Friday afternoons at the International Institute. So come and be part of the first one this Friday. Next slide. We also have on Saturday, so we're just going to have a busy week. On Saturday, we are doing a collection drive. So I want to thank our volunteers, Jack and Claudia. They've been our spearheaders and organizing all of the donations that go into the homes of the new arrivals. After a year and a half of talking about what wonderful support we've had from the community and how full our gym was and how full our donation room was, we have finally gotten to the point where we need more items. And I'm excited to say that, but I'm also really hesitant to say that. Like, wouldn't it be amazing if we sort of halfway fill up our gym, but maybe not? This Saturday, if you have some time or want to get out the information, we are looking for these new items to continue to help new families. So far, we've been able to put all donated items in new homes, which helps down the road. But this Saturday, we're having a collection drive. Here's the list. Join us if you care to, spread the word if you care to, and let's help keep these new homes happily furnished. Volunteer orientation, for those of you who have not yet volunteered or would like to volunteer, you can learn more on May 16th. John and Carlos lead these sessions. They're informational sessions / signing up to become volunteers, 5:30 to 7:30 here at International Institute. Next slide. Okay, now we're going to get into some volunteer opportunities. As I mentioned, this bazaar, it's happening, it's here. Those are the dates until July. So if you'd like to bring your friends down, help us out. We are going to be looking for volunteers on Thursday too, to help set up, and then Friday most of the day, about 9 to 4. There will be different shifts and things, so you can do that. We're really proud that we have been able to serve over 300 families, 305 to be exact. And we are just going to continue to serve families who need food and provide other resources for the community. So come volunteer with the bazaar. Grocery shopping, with more arrivals coming into the area, we have more opportunities for grocery shopping. So this is a pretty easy task where you have a list of items that you purchase from the grocery store, and then you take them to the new homes. So if you have a chance to come, I know for those of us who love shopping, this is a great opportunity to get out there and purchase some items. We, of course, will give you the funds to purchase the items. Donation drive assistance, I think they are still looking for a few more volunteers this Saturday. And then again, the bazaar and the prep for that too. All of those opportunities can be found either on our website or by talking with John Worth, our volunteer coordinator. Okay, apartment setups. Who wants to kind of get some exercise while they're volunteering? We still need help with apartment setups. We've had an amazing crew this past year. We need to expand our crew though, because with more people coming, more homes to be set up, we need more help. So put on your working boots and come help us set up apartments. Or if you'd rather put on your suit, come and help us with mock interviews every Friday here at the International Institute. Next slide. John Worth and Carlos and I are also, John's the leader, but Carlos and I are helping create a volunteer leadership program. We talked about this last month at our appreciation event, and I believe we might have mentioned it at the last monthly call. But if you are interested in becoming more than a regular volunteer and you'd like to be a leader, or you'd like to learn more about becoming a leader, please take a quick look at this link and talk to John about becoming more engaged as a leader for our volunteer teams. Next slide. Okay, just as many opportunities for volunteering, we have lots of opportunities for support. Many of you on the call are familiar with the non-for-profit world, so you probably already know that it's Give STL Day. Yes, today is the day that the community is just, you know, opening their arms, having the community members support non-for-profits around the region. I had this little internal joke that I would love one day for the International Institute to be the leaderboard. I would love for us to, the last couple years, it's been the, not the Humane Society, there's another one catering to animals. So hopefully one of these days as a community, we're gonna have the leaderboard be people organized. So this is your moment. Please take a look at Give STL Day. I know there's going to be a power hour, I believe, between 4 and 5. We will get to see Array live, right? Is it 4 to 5, Array?
3 and 4.
Oh, okay, good. Thank you for correcting me. 3 o'clock. Tune in at 3 o'clock on the Give STL website. You will see Array and a few others talking about the importance of our work and your contributions. So thank you for supporting us. If you have already, go to that site after this call if you haven't. That's a one-day option. Today's the day. Give STL Day. Next slide. Okay, wonderful. This is just the list, the short list of what is needed on our donation drive this weekend. We also have lists at Target and Walmart. So if anybody feels inclined to do some more tapping on their computer screens after giving to STL today, you can go over to Target or Walmart and order some supplies that we need. Laundry detergent is a staple item that we always will need, you know, and then the next things down the line, diapers and things like that. So we always welcome Cardinals. I don't know why I just said Cardinals, but grocery gift cards are Aldi and Schnucks, and then as well Visa gift cards as well. So thank you so much for all your continued support, and we'll go to the next slide. Okay, community shout outs. May has also been busy with high school students, and so the team under community engagement has had a really great time working with various students from De Smet Jesuit High School, Visitation Academy, St. Joseph's Academy, and John Burroughs. So we are having them do lots of fun projects, and it's really great to have young people in the building to keep us going on an everyday basis. I want to say thank you so much to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. They have given us another $10,000 credit to their bishop's storehouse, and that is where we are purchasing some of our staple food items, and we're able to give those food items to refugees and immigrants who are in need of food. So we are excited for that second round of funding from them. We appreciate that, and they are letting us continue doing the work around food insecurity and food for our new Americans. And after May 12th, it will be for our community members as well. So we are moving and shaking in the spring. May is turning out, I can't believe it's only the beginning of May, but I feel like we have a lot to look forward in May. April and May have been busy with different planning days with different corporations. We're going to see a lot of service days happening May and June. So just because it's hot outside doesn't mean you can't come to the agency. We're going to have plenty of activities this summer. Thank you to everybody who's reached out. If you would like to reach out, or if you would like to talk more about ways to engage, please email me, call me. You might find me on Teams, and you might find me on Facebook. So have a great day, have a great Wednesday, and thank you for all your support and time and energy you have given us and our mission. Take it away, Ray.
Thank All right, Kelly, finally I got it. Thank you very much, Kelly. 2 corrections. One, actually the power hour is 4 to 5. So you were right. Secondly, it looks like the Give STL Day website has been struggling. I guess too many people are on it. So if you want to make a donation, I see Casey put in there that you could donate directly to the International Institute website. I've also just tested it and I see that it is down. But it's the power hour is 4 to 5. So if you want to make a donation, that'll be a great time to make. We will be also going live at some point. There is a question in the and this is for Kelly.
Yeah.
When,
Where are you having the most success in recruiting volunteers?
yeah.
Well, we've been having a lot of success with our just general community members, but also groups that come, either corporate groups or school groups. Those tend to be, when we have groups, it's typically corporate groups and school groups. So John, our community volunteer coordinator, isn't on the call, so I'd have to ask him. But we have a lot of volunteers. It's just I think at this point what we really want to try to concentrate on is having some of them take leadership roles. So we did this with our donation room, where we have Jack and Claudia and about 5 other key volunteers who have made that project theirs, and so they're dependable, they're reliable, they're amazing, and so we'd like to continue doing that with other programs. So thank you for the question, and we're doing a pretty good job recruiting for volunteers. We're just looking for taking them up to the next step.
Okay, great. Thank you very much, Kelly. Are there any questions for, with all the presentations that we've done? It's really amazing to see Blake made a comment about all the donations that we received in a 2-week period, being able to serve our community of new arrivals for over a year. It's been amazing to see that we've emptied that gym, and now we're getting to the point where we have to refill. But our volunteers have been exceptional in supporting just the management of all the donations that we received. And Claudia and Jack, we give it up to them. Like I was saying yesterday, they seem to be working here at the International Institute. They seem to know more about the needs that our clients have than I do. So we're really deeply grateful for them. Casey shared a link here where they were on television last Saturday, encouraging people to come out for the drive this Saturday. So we'll see how that goes. There are no questions. I want to thank you all for taking time to be with us today. We will be back next month for more updates as things unfold, especially with hopefully in the next month, there will be more clarity with the extension of the temporary protective status for the Afghans. And hopefully we would have some more updates with reference to the private sponsorships. But thank you very much to everybody, and have a wonderful, wonderful afternoon. Enjoy the weather.